Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man that tells it like it is, Mr. Dave Courtney.
Hello. First of all, is this the fucking suit or what? Be truthful, you know what I mean? All the best gangsters are wearing pink this year, Joe. All the best gangsters are wearing pink. Cancer research. Done. Oh, Tone? How can I fucking help you moan at him for being late? You know what I mean? It's okay, whenever you want. Right, listen, my show consists of this. Anyone wants to know anything about anything at all, however nitty-gritty, you know, and don't waste the first half of the show going, oh, shall I ask him it? Or he might jump up and eat my babies and all that fucking bollocks, all right? I bet one fucking baby. However nitty-gritty, I will fire it back at you in the proper, there, right? You know what I mean? Like, do you get a hard-on when you shoot someone? All depends if you're having a shag at a time. I suppose you would, but like, you know, whatever you want to know. Right, I'll start a little bit about myself. I'm a pretty good-looking kid, you know what I mean? I'm a good dancer, good shag, lying cunt. Thanks for coming here tonight. Right, I suppose the touch that none of you had to pay was fucking really good, wasn't it? Makes it look like I'm really fucking important. And you all paid 25 quid to get in. What a fucking nice guy I must be. Cunt. I can't really start off by going thank you to individual stars, because that way I would end up forgetting someone and insult them and I didn't mean it. But in this room, maybe not in the normal sense of the word celebrity, in my little world, there is proper fucking celebrities in this room tonight, and I fucking salute. Okay, I'd like everyone to clap the other geezer who you don't know what he done. And for Joe, everyone knows what he done, but you see. All right, I don't know if you know, but I've just finished doing a feature film. All right, the reason I've done that is this. I met Quentin Tarantino. All right, the reason he makes films so good is because he has got no concept whatsoever fucking ever of what a criminal's life is like. Right, if any of us tried to make a film, we'll try and make it as true to life as you possibly can, which would most probably make it fucking boring, because the criminal fucking... What fucking glamour is there in the crime game? Please stop it. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I might have a nice car, nice suit, but have a look in my fridge. Right? How much is in your penny jar, baldy? You know what I mean? And so, like, the criminal world needs the media to glamorise crime, because crime is not fucking glamorous at all, right? Yeah, this little film I've done, I had problems like no one could have fucking had making a film, right? No one could have had the problems that I had making this film. Although I've ended up with a proper little masterpiece, even if I do say so myself, which I fucking have to, because no other cunt has. It is a proper little masterpiece. And, like, you know, the story in it is like the cab drivers are cab drivers, doormen are doormen, the dirty birds are dirty birds, and I am a nonce. No, you know. And the realism of it is almost like a documentary and a film. So you don't know whether you're watching a documentary, you're like, well, this is what acting is, this is what I think acting is when us two pretend to do something so well that they believe it. All right, that's what it is. Just like if I went to you at 3 o'clock in the morning, knocked on your door, me and you, and I went, do me a favour, Lee, will you fucking explain to her that I slept on your settee last night because she don't believe me, tell her. You would, without cut, do it again, little bit of dab makeup, you would full on, flat out, give her a proper excuse, and my wife would walk away going, well, thank fuck he slept on your settee, Lee, 'cause I thought he was shagging someone. Like, that's acting, right? That is acting, fucking split-second fucking proper. And that is the one, you know, you actually convince someone of something that never happened. But, babe, where are you? I was on his settee, that is the truth. I actually burnt a bit in the carpet and everything. So there was no scripts for my film, which was fucking handy, because most people in it couldn't write. And I would turn up on the day and say, right, this is the scene, you know, you're a cab driver. You've heard something in the back of your cab you think I should know. You come up to tell me. I'm giving someone a clump in the front room, but it's too, you know, it's too important to come back later. So you're hovering about. Right? That's the scene. Turn the cameras on. Action. Because the cab driver was just playing the cab driver in the cab driver's clothes in his own cab, knocking on his own mate's door, and I would open the door. You know, he played it fucking excellent. And that's what I said to Tarantino. He went, he wants to buy one chapter out of my book to turn it into a film, Tarantino. And I said, well, of course I play me. And he went, well, you know, he said, big ears and that. But he don't go out in the wind much without fucking tying his leg to the gate. I'm glad someone laughed at that. I thought it was the absolute bollocks. Thanks, Mum. Mum, I love you. So I said to him, you know, I want to play me. And he went, the people with the purse strings ain't prepared to spend $15 million on a film and have the leading actor someone that ain't a good actor. I went, I never said I was a good actor. Well, I play a fucking good Dave Courtney, mate. Right, and unless you find a better one, I'm playing me or go fuck yourself. He said he wanted Danny DeVito, cunt. Anyway, that was a joke. It was a joke. And so I fucking decided to come home. While he was going, well, I'll think about it. Right? And I had to go like, you know, because no one likes to think that they have to put on the front for anyone. Everyone goes, well, I am what I am, and if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. All right? No one's like that. As soon as you're in front of a judge, they go, hello. You know, you don't actually see them go, hey, judge, go fuck yourself. All right? And I had to fucking sort of brown nose a few people when I first started in this film game, but I am not fucking doing it no more because they are so fucking fake. The celebrity, if there is any celebrities in here, right, fucking, I don't give a monkeys. All right, because there is more genuine people that are doormen and criminals and cab drivers, prostitutes, bank robbers, genuine fucking nice, funny people. I'm not saying you've got to go to prison to find them, but if anyone's ever been to prison, ain't there funny cunts in prison? You know, the funniest geezers you ever met in prison. And I'm veering right off here. I don't know where I'm going. I'm all going to different places, so keep your thing. I have an awful lot of money spent on me by the Metropolitan Police in surveillance every year, right? Fuck knows why. I'm an author. And I swear to God. Anyway, I've got like, you know, they're spending millions of pounds a year fucking surveillance me. They've got that on my phones. They fucking follow me around in the fucking cars and motorbikes. I bugged my home. I took a bug out of my house about 8 months ago. But he just crawled back in. Fucking horrible little fucking thing, like a woodlice. And, but I think it was old Bill. I'm not saying I'm prouder. But that woodlice definitely looked fucking suspect to me. So they spend all this money on surveillance, like following me around, see what I do, vet what goes in the paper about me, fucking search babysitters when they leave my house, you know, like proper give me a rough time. So when they hear that I'm going to be standing here in the talk of London, like just telling everyone everything, if I'm silly enough to believe that there ain't a couple in here, right, which I ain't, but I don't know who you are, do I? All right, so I'd like everyone to have a serious look at the geezer next to him. And if he is talking into his lapel, punch the cunt straight in the mouth from Dave, please. Have a serious look. Because truly, with my hand on my heart, in this room, there is policemen listening to what I'm saying. And right now, they're going like that inside. They're going, fuck. Right, and I know you are, and I just wish I could pick you out and cut you on stage. Now, listen, I am not a policeman hater, right? Stop laughing, mate. I am not a policeman hater, that is the God's honest truth. I'm not fucking standing up here going, I'm glamorising crime, right? The truth about Dave Courtney is this. I'm glamorising Dave Courtney. All right, get a load of this, cunt. All right, that is exactly what I'm doing. There's a very small bit of my life was crime, right? Very small bit. And because it was the most fucking media-worthy, they've gone Dave Courtney the criminal. I've done fucking loads of other things, right? When I actually got arrested, I'm saying they have got a sense of humour. Policemen have got a sense of humour, right? Albeit fucking wank, but they have got a sense of humour. The funniest thing a policeman ever said to me, right, and this is funny, I got caught doing 137 on the M25, which is not bad for a go-bed. Right? But I had an XJS and I was doing 137, and when he pulled me up, he's walking towards the car. I knew he was going to be no egg. He's smiling away, he's almost laughing. I've gone, fuck it, I ain't getting out of the car. He went, having trouble getting off the ground, were we? That's funny. You know what I mean? Didn't stop me punching the cunt straight in the face, but it was funny. Because they're following me around, I know that they ain't going to go and take my licence off me. You know what I mean? I can drive like a proper cunt, and as soon as they pull me, I don't know what they say, Dave Courtney, pink suit, you know, Completely lost it out of his face. Moonwalking forward on the roof of the car, Sarge. Right, and I don't know what they say on the other end, but they go, let him run. Right, we just spent £3 million on following him about, and I don't need you taking his licence off him, dickhead. Right, you know what I mean? Well, because I actually know that through trial and error, I have now learned to exploit that. And you lot are in there that's going to have to go back and report this. And I'm telling you that I know you're going to be going, isn't he funny, cunt? I know that. So I am looking for that smile. All right? And at random, I'll just go out there and punch one person in the face, and here's the winner. And, like, you know, they're bugging my phones. Right? I haven't paid my phone bill for over 4 years. All right? What's the point of putting a bug on Courtney's phone and then they cut it off because he never paid it? Huh? Well, fucking hell, it's all gone wrong, you know what I mean? We're following him about, we took his licence off him, so we're fucked there. Right, we bugged his phone and then he didn't pay and he cut it off. So they just don't, you know, someone somewhere is paying my phone bill. Tosser. Thank you very much, and that is why I rang Australia and I know no one there. The more famous you become for being naughty, the less naughty you can actually be. Right? I can't even jump out of my car and fucking whack someone and get in the car and go, dickhead, because they go, Dave Courtney done it, I see him on the telly. I can no longer kick doors down, threaten anybody and do the debt collector bits, that was Dave Courtney. You know, even if I've got a balaclava on, I'd much rather get someone and go, Dave! You know what I mean? Fuck off. Right? So the more famous you become for being naughty, the less actual naughty you can be. So all these famous fucking bad guys actually are fucking whiter than white, you know. You go and have a look in Tony Lambriano's house, you won't even find a Rizzler. Right? Not without a fucking big lump of puff in it. Right? Ready, rolled. Top man. Top man. Right? Prison, I said what I think prison is. It's the God's honest truth. You can either sit in prison. Whoever is that talking on the phone, I will punch you straight in the head and turn it into a part of the show, right? Right, grass. That's how easy it is. All right, do him, bury his kids, you know what I mean? He's a wrong one. Prison is this. You can either sit in prison and waste the whatever years you've got in there and just wallow in it and go like, why me? I'll have another wank. Or you can actually use it as a learning experience. Now, you ain't going to learn anything. People are under the misconception that you go to prison and you come out cleverer because you've learned a load of new crimes. That's not it. You're locked up in a building with 1,000 people that got it wrong. You're learning fuck all. Right, except how not to do it. Right, no one in there's going to go, listen, I'm a top fucking film, me. How long you got? Oh, I've got more than you. I'm a top proper geezer. I've got nearly 40 years. Oh, you got to be a fucking top one, you. Teach me. But all you're going to learn in prison is how not to fucking do it. You know, there's going to be a million, and all you will do is you walk around all day in prison, and because there's fuck all happening, you're living in a fucking wardrobe 24 hours a day, you know what I mean? The only thing that's free and nice in prison, believe me, is a wank. That is the truth. All right? Hopefully you can do it yourself. And after you've been inside for about 3 months, it's fucking drummed home to you very fucking quickly who is important. You are getting 2 letters. Mum, I love you, Mum. I fucking saved all your letters. Right? And your wife. All your mates seem to be, I've been too busy. Why haven't you wrote to me in the last 7 years, Tone? Oh, listen, David, I've had it fucking up to my eyeballs. Honestly, you wouldn't fucking believe it. Couldn't write a letter for 7 years. Fucking busy. Anyway, I'm living with your wife and your kids, and I've took your house and your car anyway. And so I think prison is like a learning college on life. You're actually locked away with men, and you can learn men's... Everyone's got a disguise, right? I mean, see that black geezer there? He's Irish. What a fucking disguise that is. Sorry, Patrick. In prison, you actually learn it, because, you know, a cellmate knows you better than your wife. Please fucking believe me, even if you've only lived with him for a year. And you're going, well, that's absolute bollocks, because I've lived with my Terry for 30 years, and I know him. You know, shut up, babe. A cellmate knows a fucking man better than any other than any wife possibly could, because there is times when you're not with your wife, and then whatever it is that you hide from her, not that all of us do, I mean, I do. I'm just hoping you're the same as me so I don't look bad. You know, in prison, because you're with him 24 hours a day, you see him frightened, anticipating this, waiting for his parole, he's got the black geezer after him, or fuck me, you know, his missus has done whatever. You know, you actually see him for all his, for 24 hours a day, he's actually living in this cupboard with you. You know what he eats, how old his kids are, where he's been on holiday. He's just sitting in a wardrobe talking for the sake of talking to some cunt you don't even like, and blah, 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 anything, right? And that's just in a cell on your own, it's a cunt. Imagine being banged up with fucking Charlie Bronson. Here, Charlie, got something for you. But he'd be straight in the birdcage. You cannot help but feel truly emotional when a cellmate leaves. If you've lived with that man, it's like, for not wanting to sound like a puff or anything like that, because I ain't, you know what I mean? Well, stop it. You're so fierce, Dave. I veered right off then. What was I, tone, no tone? Fucking. Cellmates, yeah. And when one actually goes home, although you're in a prison, it's a very fucking testosterone fucking kind of place. You could cry because that is your everything but sucking your cock has gone home. You know, he's seen you upset, crying, frightened, worried, read your letters, wrote your letters, answered your mail. He knows how often you wank. If you're in someone's bunk bed, once he wants to have a go, you're going like that whether you want or not. You understand what I mean? So the fucking coup is, you keep a semi on and wait till he starts and then try and bang one off while he's doing it before he's then go like, drop it out. I don't wank. Please, fucking stop that. I know men get embarrassed about wanking, but I've come from a long line of wankers. There's been wankers in from my family ever since people had dicks, and I'm not embarrassed about it. And in prison, like I said, it's the only thing that's free and nice, and I was in a really fucking unusual part of prison called the unit. That is very, very strange. It is a prison within a prison, which is designed on paper. I mean, it's built with bricks, cunting thing, but it's a look on a paper. That is for the 40 most criminally minded criminals in Great Britain. And I was in there. Thank you very much. Hold it. Which was like a con, because I haven't got a mind. You know what I mean? And I thought, analyse this, you cunt. And when the camera's in your cell looking at you, you're thinking, because you're doing a macho bit and you're looking at the screw in the morning and going, right, dickhead, and all that, you know, things. And so you don't actually want to have a wank and let him know you're having a wank. So if you're playing tense, you know they're looking at the camera and you think, well, they know I'm wanking, and I'm going like that, right? And if I do one of them on the side wanks with my leg out like that, it fucking could take ages and you end up, you get all like a rub thing here on your finger. Or you could do the most fucking uncomfortable wank of all, which is lie on your stomach, bend your bum up in the air so you've got a little bit of a tunnel. Oh, what, none of us ever done that, no? Or you could think, well, whatever I'm going to do, he knows I'm doing it anyway, so let him have a look. I'm being a little bit of an exhibition. I went, hey. And I used to bang one off quite often, you know, knowing they had to write it down. They had to go and analyse you. So, like, you know, the end thing of my whole prison thing was, look, Courtney's a wanker. You know what I mean? I thought I'd have told them that before I fucking went in. As the whiz kicks in, fucking hell, look at these gums. That's got to be the worst fucking feeling in the world. Just dropping a couple of grams of whiz and someone goes, you're under arrest, and you've got to go, no comment. I'll tell you a little bit. It's not really important, but I've got to tell some cunt. I reserve the right to remain silent, but I don't want to. And I do not intend to use this little platform of mine to volley off people I don't like. And I have got fucking people I don't like. You know what I mean? Okay, no, they ain't on a list. But because I'm an author now, it doesn't matter. I like everyone, right? And everyone has done anything horrible to me, I forgive you, I swear to God. Right? Idiots. And I will not, if I don't like someone, I ain't going to fucking waste a page in my book going, I don't like the cunt. I just won't add him into my book. That's a big enough fucking insult. And how to hurt someone is just carry on being successful, because that fucking cancers them. That just gets what you're going on in the old papers and on the telly, and everyone's going, he's all right, Dave, isn't he? And they're going, oh, God. It's like having piles and someone kick up the arse of winkle pickers. Every time I get in the papers, right, I know there's a little geezer. No bigger than Frank. that it's not, you know, who actually fucking... It's like rubbing a fucking cheese grater across the end of his knob every time I get in the pictures in the paper, right? So I'd do anything to get in the paper. I'd fuck a seal to get in the paper, right? Please believe me, it's just that my face fits at the moment with the media, so they're going, oh, super gangster. I fucking ain't. And I've never fucking said I was. I ain't fucking had 3,000 fights. I ain't done the most bird. I'm not the best fighter. I'm not the best shot. I definitely ain't the most richest. I could be the best shag. Am I, babe? Thank you very much. Fucking groveler, because I'm famous. And, but I do know the best fighter and the best shot and the best that. You know, they are actually in my file effects. In today's world, I would consider the most important person in the crime fucking syndicate. You know, that underworld thing is purely for the fucking media. That is not, it's not a real word, right? I'm guilty of fucking using it when I want to and denouncing it when I want to, and I'm sorry about that, but I won't fucking change because I'm making a few quid at it. When you're a successful villain, which means you don't get caught, right, you are not getting the experience of how to handle policemen when you're fucking under the interrogation thing, right? But you're fucking good at your villainy. But when they actually catch you and say, right, you know, you're 45 years old, you never had your collar felt, goes, you're under arrest for the first time, you are then in a realm where you're fucking new at something, and competing against these two geezers in the interview room that are fucking doing it all day, every single day, 7 days a week for the last 8 years. Right, and they will fucking trick you and back, you know, it don't matter how clever you are or you think you are with your tongue, right? Fuck what your missus says. Right? They are fucking good at doing fucking interviews and will set you up with 3 or 4, like, you know, questions beforehand. And then you get this little oink, like most 16-year-old kids today, that's in and out of police stations all the time, fucking setting lights of, like, tramps and fucking, you know, bits of path and fucking breaking into cars with people still in them and all that, right? And because they've been in and out of police stations all their life, and most probably learnt by fucking getting stung a few times. What happens when you go to prison? You learn 1,000 things not to say in court, 1,000 things not to do on the job, 1,000 things not to say to the copper when he nicked you, because everyone's in there going, how long you got? 8. What are you in for? Whatever, you know. Bank robbery, oh, how'd you get caught? Gloves. So you think, fucking hell, I'll always wear gloves. I'll never take my phone with me. I'll check for the fucking cameras. I'll fucking try and get an inside match. So you learn a little bit off of all of them. If they'd have learned all them little bits, they've got one bit that's good. They've just got the other 9 that fucked up. You know what I mean? Getaway driver, course. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Next time, all right? But if you're a clever cunt, you can sit back and just pick out the bits you want to learn. So you have learnt every single thing not to do, because that prick is in there, drumming it into you every day. Yeah, they caught me. What I'm saying is this: you've got to understand that there is good baddies, and there is bad goodies. And the fact that someone's got a shaved head and not a pink suit and a load of big mates and not, you know, it doesn't necessarily make me bad to the core. I am, but you know, you can't just pick it, all right? And just because he's got a policeman's uniform on does not necessarily mean everything he says is gospel, right? I can explain this like this. When I had 20 blokes working for me, I could vouch for their behaviour even if I weren't there. If they'd done something wrong, I would fucking jump to their defence even if I didn't know what it was about, because that geezer wouldn't fucking disrespect me if he's out as my ambassador. When I had 500 geezers working for me, half of them I didn't know. The other half I wouldn't have in a club if I owned a fucking club, but I needed the geezer, so, you know, exactly the same as a police force. Listen, it doesn't matter, they don't have to be so tall, fuck it. Have a little policeman. Right, and that test is a bit hard, make them like, you know, so you can now actually end up with a divvy midget. You understand what I mean? Right, the way they've worked it out, but they don't have to be so clever. Well, now, what does it take? You're under arrest. We found this key in the boot of your car. You know, and because it happened to me when I had a big company, it's got to happen to the police force. And there is policemen out there that shouldn't be fucking policemen. If I hadn't have been nicked in my life, I'd have a clean record and I could go and join the police force. Fucking hell. Inspector Courtney. Hello. Got any drugs? Any chance of a shag? And that's all I'm trying to do. And I've been involved in a world where I've bribed an awful lot of policemen. And I think they're the bollocks. I'm afraid I come from an era that embraces different fucking methods to get things done. You understand what I mean? And where maybe before after a war era, right? Which is what the 60s and the craze and the word gangster terminology comes from. It comes from a set of people... Oh, shut up, cunt. I can throw a knife from him. Will someone hit him? No, I don't handle hecklers. I was only joking. We carry on. Pretend we never said it. Right, someone get his address. Sorry. And so they have forced a certain way of life into the whole of the fucking community, and because the policemen think long term, and the criminal only thinks of tomorrow, right, that is long term for the criminal, they will always beat you. And they will go like, just for instance, because I've bribed an awful lot of policemen, I've learned an awful lot of their little tactics, which has made me want to, for a living, go around the fucking world, stand on stage and say, this is what they're doing to you, right? If they said on the telly, right, I want to fucking bug everyone's car in the country so I can... it's a proper suit, isn't it? Have you got it? I'm sitting down now. If I want to bug everyone's car in the country, we would all go, fuck off, mate. Invasion of privacy and all that. So what they do is this, they go, we've invented an anti-theft device, which we hide on your car, which you don't know where it is when you buy it. And if anyone ever nicks it, we can turn it on and find out where it is. And you go, thanks, how much extra is that? Fucking hell, they've got to be going 30 quid. What's the toss? All right? And then in 5 years' time, they're going to say, well, the insurance companies have earned so much fucking, saved so much money by getting all these cars retrieved. We're going to make it compulsory on the MOT. And on the fucking MOT comes compulsory a bugging device that you don't have to have your car nicked. They can just turn it on and go, where did Lee go today? Oh, David, right? So, and because they've done it long term, they completely fuck you. And that is what they have done to the nation where the informant is concerned, right? They've just had a whole country grow up with military fucking... I actually like the military. Not me personally, I like other soldiers. Marching and that. I liked that fucking camaraderie and the fucking, the little England beating the rest of the world. I liked all that. I'm a fucking great fan of Winston Churchill. Right, little fat bald geezer, smoked cigars, drunk brandy and cokes, good talker, couldn't have a row. Right, but whatever he fucking said that made a little country like England go, let's go and fucking chat the rest of the world, eh? You know what I mean? He's got a fucking Winston Churchill, you are the bollocks. And I said to my wife, I walked around Ann Summers trying to get all sexy and that, when I had a fringe. I said, here, babe, have a look around here, pick any vibrator you want, any one, you can have it. She went, oh, I'll have that red one. I said, that's a fire extinguisher, you can't. Fucking taking the piss. Okay, no, I've just said a joke because I forgot again. Sorry, Joe. Women, I could talk about women all day. Plus, shagging is shit without them. You know what I mean? Fucking hell, women, they're just... thank fuck they have got that sort of clever, for want of a better word, conniving. Long-term, smiley, get what you want done. You can actually go, can I have that new dress? Buy two, buy two, buy two. You know what I mean? We wouldn't even think of doing that. And it's just lucky that that birds ain't got the actual brawn, because we've got oh, fucking sneak up behind me, you cunt. Fucking hell. He's gonna do fucking ninja on you. What I'm saying is, fuck knows what I'm saying, mate. The whizzers kicked in. I want to dance, for fuck's sake. Anyway, this other gig. I'm up now. I farted. You never heard it, and I'm walking around. I have truly forgot. Someone help me. What's I talking about? Women. Yeah. Just say, for instance, God forbid, any of you are drug dealers. Oh, fucking counts. Someone would come around your house and go, look, kiss a score's worth of puff, Dave. You go, yeah, I've only got 15 quid. You'll go, yeah, take that and fucking kiss a fiver later, mate. Let him try and do that with your missus when you're not in. I've only got 15 quid. Well, fuck off. Huh? And they get the job done, and all of a sudden he finds the other fiver. You'd be like waiting for it. Can't really argue for a fiver, but I could do with it, you know what I mean? I could fucking do with a load of them as it happens. Big black bag of them would be nice. And your missus would go like, well, then you go home and smoke belly button fluff, cunt. See you later, because you ain't getting 20 quid worth of puff for 15 quid. Right? And you know that, and at the end of the week you're doing the accounts and you think, fuck me, you do that better than me, you know? And it's a very sort of Neanderthal way of thinking that because we have got the brawn, we are in charge. Fuck off, please. All right, please, please, please. And the older way of thinking was the bigger, the nastier, the best fighter was the governor. That is not the way it really is. Right? That is not the way it is in the millennium year. All right? Especially not in my house. And the time I turned into a Muslim, that's quite a funny one. Right? I actually was once a genuine Muslim. Right? Prayer mat, beads, and all that. Nothing against Muslims, is it? Right? But you are the most dangerous. As soon as someone gets really good at killing people, they go, I'll be a Muslim. Right? The Gaddafis, Muhammad Ali's, Tyson's. As soon as they get really good at fucking hurting someone, they go, let's be a Muslim. Right? So if there's any Muslims in here, I like you. I think you're great. Greedy cunts, you know what I mean? Spiteful. And I actually comes out for the last meal of the day in prison. I'm queuing up to get me a little bacon sandwich or whatever it is. And there's a black guy in front of me. Now, every black geezer you bash up says he's a yardie. Every Chinese bloke you bash up says he's fucking can do kung fu. Every paddy says he's in the IRA. You understand what I mean? And every black geezer, you know, he's a yardie. Yeah, there ain't that many yardies around. You know what I mean? There just ain't. And a real one is a very fucking frightening person. And I'll tell you why. You have to let it enter your head before you kill someone that I could actually get 15 years for this. It must enter your head, right? But it don't a yardie because he goes, well, if they catch me, I'll just get deported. If they catch me killing that geezer, they're going to send me to Jamaica. What a cunt. You know what I mean? I'll have to do 2 years there and then come back and kill another one. So that is why they're so fucking brave, right? No, you know, if there's any yardies in here, I like you. Huh? And once the safety net has gone of, well, I might actually get caught and go to prison for this, they all of a sudden turn into very brave, fucking animalistic people. Anyway, what I was getting to is this fucking geezer was a yardie in prison. His name was Rocky. Rico. Got there in the end. If you're in here, I like you. And he got a lot of sandwiches, pint of milk, apple and all that. And I thought, fucking hell, he's got a lot there. Geezer must be frightened of him. I said, I'll have that, please. He went, no, it's Ramadan. I said, yeah, I'll have Ramadan. Must be some Greek thing, you know what I mean, like a fucking pasta or something. So he went, no, Ramadan, he's a Muslim. I said, I'm Muslim. He said, you ain't fucking Muslim, Courtney. He says on your card there, it says Church of England. I went, hold it, cunt. I said, when you was battering me around the airport with big sticks, I remember you going, what's your name, where'd you live? No one went, what religion are you? I would have remembered that, because that would have freaked me right out. Bang, 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 you're Catholic. Right? You know, and you've put Catholic, and all of a sudden I've now got to eat shit gear because you ain't put the right fucking thing down, you know what I mean? Don't fuck around my religion. Right, or I'll strike you down. So he goes, all right, Courtney. So it's a proper big fucking problem now. And if I can just cause him a problem in prison, anything, even if you can make him trip up, you go, it's 1-0. Any fucking thing, anything, all right? And I've now got a proper fucking problem going. I've got to go over to the kitchens, get some food back and all that, something like that. So I've got all my fucking food. I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was a big dinner called Ramadan, right? I come from Peckham, for fuck's sake. Right, you don't have Ramadan in Peckham. Right? You don't even have a car. And so I fucking eats all this thing, and the screw comes round at 2 in the morning, bangs me cell door, wakes me up, turns the lights on. I went, fucking hell, what? He went, it's 2 o'clock. Thanks. Fuck off, you know what I mean? Stop it. Back to bed, and he's pushed some little mat under my door. I thought it was like a blanket for a doll. It's a prayer mat. The prayer mat, I just thought he was taking the piss. You know, look, it's something to cover your toe up. That's what right? Fucking 5 o'clock in the morning, fucking lights on again, banging on the door. I went, what? He went, it's 5 o'clock. I said, someone bought you a watch, you prick. I mean, I don't give a fuck. He went, no. Ramadan. I thought, I remember that word. Right? 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm up, get me breakfast queuing up, all 8 of us, because you're only 8 of you in this thing. Get me thing, the yardie there, I'm going, what, go on. Bacon sandwich. No. What do you mean, no? Bacon sandwich, please. We're on Ramadan. I had Ramadan yesterday. I want a bacon sandwich today, you know what I mean? No, you have Ramadan for 28 days. So I still didn't realise what it was, because it was the last meal I had, so I still don't know you can't eat all day. What the fuck is that about? How you get a fat Muslim? I fucking can't get that. Right, because they are starving. Have you ever been on a prison visit where you can't have nothing and your missus is having the tea, the Coke, the crisps, the fucking cherry cake, and you're going... Oh, stop eating it, babe. I'd rather you have an affair than eat another Mars bar. All right, fuck me, mate. Just don't eat another Mars bar in front of me. And I'm fucking starving. I went down to about 2 stone. I was like, all right. And So then he can't eat in sunlight hours. Even when I turned the light out, they wouldn't let me eat. Right? And so all people kept walking past me all day with like sandwiches going, fuck me, the pork's nice, Dave. Fucking size of that chop, it's like a fucking Rizzler. Fancy a nice soya bean pie. And I was really starting. That was the first time I'd experienced eating my own toenails. You're laughing, but they're full of nutrition. No, and so for 28 days I didn't eat anything, and I'm fucking starving, and I got so sick of apples and fucking, and then the next day I went, no, listen, I'm not actually Muslim. I was just saying that, and I guess a sandwich. You went, no, you are Muslim. You told me, it's not a mistake, you are done, you are Muslim. There is your prayer mat. We will be waking you up at 2 and 5, so you don't miss prayer, Dave. Because you luckily told us you was a Muslim, thank you. Right, so I had to pretend like, good, then I'll be a Muslim, right? Fuck it, I'll go and hijack an aeroplane, and I'll never actually hijacked an aeroplane. And so that was when I was a Muslim in prison. What else do you want to know? Ask me something. Hollywood. I've only got, actually... Oh, listen, Hollywood or Cannes? Come on. Huh? Well, Cannes, let me do Cannes one, because this is fucking wicked. Right? This is wicked. I mean, you are forgive for fucking falsely believing that I am a flesh cunt. You will be completely forgive for that. But, from the horse's mouth, I am a flesh cunt. And Cannes is, in my eyes, the biggest arena for the best and most expensive and financially backed show-offs in the world, right? Cannes is where they're going, get that rock, look at that yacht, send the helicopter pad, fucking £80 million film and all that, right? Well, I promise you, with my hand on my heart, right, that I went over there with my fucking band of men and I fucking ripped Cannes apart. I fucking stole the show with no fucking famous actors apart from Helen Keys, I love you, you are the god, right? I've actually got a blow-up doll of her just in the room, just looking at me like, it's funny, Ellen, you're funny, like, London's burning, London burning. What was I talking about? I just veered off then, so apologies. Cannes, yeah, all right, fucking hell, Nick, stop it. I'll have a tenner's worth whatever you've had. Yeah, so Cannes, so when we get here, the paparazzi, because I ain't fucking used to it in such mega force, they actually walk round Cannes like vultures. They got their camera in their hand and they're looking for something to take a picture of. They're going, dun, 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 dun. Looking, so I'm thinking, like, that's a fucking dream for me. I do love a camera. Right, fucking hell, stop it. Honest, I do, stop, don't. Right? So, like, there's a massive big crowd around this geezer and I couldn't see who he was. And so we pulled up on the other side of the road. I got 45 of my best friends all dressed in black suits. I just happened to be in a white one. I don't know how that got mixed up. Right, but it made a fucking wicked photo. And I'm sitting on an Harley Davidson, right, with a fucking diamond-studded knuckle duster with 40 of my mates around going, we're doing it for England, right? And it was at that moment I came. And all these fucking crowds of people that was round somebody come running over and all running across. It's like they're going to beat you up. You're all banging and going, fucking me, what's all this? Battle stations, back range, fire, front range. And so they've all come running over and they're taking pictures. And listen, my little Spartacuses fucking grew for me that day, right? They actually all grew into... That Russell fucking... What's his name? Russell Crowe. Right. Oh, you all got that, Crowe? Good, well done. 10 points. Russell Crowe, let me tell you, he came over to talk to me. I did not know who he was. All my mates are in there to tell you it happened in front of my mum and my wife. Russell Crowe asked my autograph. How fucking horny is that? You know what I mean? I just fucking wish I could write. I really wished I could write. Right? And the truth is this, I did not know who the fucking geezer was, because without a leather skirt and a sword in each hand and a few dead Christians lying about, he just looked like a little geezer to me with jeans and a T-shirt. So I'm going, right, would you put your moniker on this, sir? I'm not wearing moniker. Sign it, who to? And then mates are going, Russell, fucking hell, Russell. So I'm really sorry. I didn't mean that disrespectful. Truthfully, excellent fucking film. I said, but where you're going wrong here, mate, as a joke, all right? He said, all them people in the film Gladiator made you actually look the bollocks. They actually helped you look the absolute bollocks. And you did look the bollocks. Top. All right? But now you're out here getting your pat on your back and all your accolade. You come out on your own, you cunt. All right? You know, and I've brought my gladiators. And who looks the bollocks today, mate? You know what I mean? And they all fucking turned into Spartacus in front of my very eyes. They actually went, I'm Spartacus. And then John went, look, I'm Spartacus as well. Right? What else you want to know? Ask me something else. How's my life affecting my kids? Yeah, no, the truth is this, right? I know this is really fucking cocky to say, and I can't actually prove it to most of you, but the other half that actually know what I'm saying is the truth, please tell the person next to you, as long as it ain't a copper. I have been gifted with 6 of the best behaved kids you could possibly imagine, right? Right? That is the God's honest truth. I'll tell you why. I live my life larger than life, indoors and outdoors, not just a criminal thing, all day long. I'll have a fucking hell of a day going shopping in Sainsbury's. I'll fucking make an event of it. And if you was a kid that lived across the road from Dave Courtney, you could be forgive for going, I'd like to be Dave, right? You couldn't keep up with the bird I got in bed. Right, forget that. But yes, they see the big car and the nice clothes and a nice house and all that. But my kids have sat at the end of the bed for me while I had a bullet hole in me. They have stood outside the courthouse waiting for me to get 20 years. They have been dragged out of fucking bed by policemen with guns on numerous occasions and held hostage by fucking Spanish fucking gangsters with machine guns and all that while I was fucking taking my missus on a second honeymoon. You know what I mean? And this is an Uzi, babe. So they've had all that, and they do not need to be told this ain't the right way to go. Right? They do not need to be told, you know, and I'm lucky enough that I don't have to. I haven't, out of all the 6 that I have, none of them are naturally going that way. And I really believe this and all. You are born naughty. You are born naughty. You cannot go. No green areas to play on, you know, no fucking... I was a council estate, so I robbed post offices. You know, there was no milk, for fuck's sake, in schools, so I kill people. You know, you can't actually say that, right? And do-gooders will go through the prison service trying to find an excuse for something, even if there ain't one there. You know, they'll go, poor fucking rapist. He's not a prisoner, he's ill. He's ill, it's a sickness. You all right, do you want to... Anyway, Tarantino, what?
Dave, now you've established yourself as an actor, and you have. What are your plans for the future?
I'm going to do the first things first. I'm going to do that one post office in Woolwich High Street, because that's been evaded. No, listen, it's been evading me for fucking months, you know what I mean? And that little Pakistani geezer going, no, I'm not telling you the number. Cunt. I mean, fucking stop it. You're only 7 stone. I'll bounce you all over the shop. No telling you. It's not even his money. No, take the curly whirlies. I want the money, you fucking cunt. You know what I mean? I'll shoot you. I don't care. Fucking hell. All right, I'll have the curly whirlies, but I'll be back for you, you cunt. Right? What I'm going to do in my life is now I'm going to Hollywood, whether they like it or not. And like I said earlier on, your enemies, you can hurt them by being successful. The police are now looking at me going... Because very soon there's going to be big pictures of Dave Courtney down the street like that. Right, and all policemen have kids. And you've got to look at this scenario because it must happen. The policemen's sons will be going, Dad, can I have money for Dave's film? Dad, can I have money for Dave's film? Dad, can I have money for Dave's record? Fuck off. Please, fuck off. Right? And I get off on that. You actually get 50 times more for pretending to rob a bank on film than you did for robbing it. And the geezer that's shooting your back, it only goes bang, nothing comes out. It's like wicked. You know what I mean? And for people that are genuinely naughty people, which have to be the best fucking actors in the world, fucking know the actors like... You know, I have a very healthy respect for the people that are in my new fucking chosen fucking profession, right? But I'm better than them. Because I have had to act. I've had to go not guilty, Your Honour. And prove to these 12 people that I wasn't. And I was. Right? That's fucking acting. Not, can't do it again, a little bit more makeup. Bit of light on that, do you reckon? You know, you can't do that. And criminals are the best actors in the world. And ad-libbing is the best gift that God can give you. Right? Ad-libbing. Because when the geezer goes, you're nicked, you've got to turn around and go, and hit him with a fucking story that 6 months down the line is going to get you not guilty. Ad-libbing is everything. Right? It's everything.
Tell us about wheel clamping in Portsmouth, Dave.
About what? Wheel clamping? Well, Portsmouth. While I was on location in Portsmouth, this is a peach. I forgot that one. Thank you. While I was in Portsmouth, I've got 80 of my friends in this fucking little hotel, middle of winter. No one's in it. All down for a big shootout in this submarine breakers yard that I found, right? You just walk in that place and go, wow, it's like James Bond. I had 80 of me mates running around with Crombies and Uzis going... I fucking wicked, right? Now, a lot of these people didn't actually get on with each other. They all got on with me, but they didn't actually get on with each other. I didn't know that. And I've gone right through a whole scene, and I've gone in front of everyone, right, this is the bit where you come across here and you shoot him, and he goes, hold it. Dave, wait a minute, sorry. You ain't fucking killing me. Right, you ain't fucking shooting me. Oh, no, it's only a film. You got the last two here, you go, you ain't fucking shooting me. He's got to shoot you. This is a bit in the film. He ain't all right, he can shoot me in the back 5 times. Oh, fucking hell, listen, you got to shoot me in the back. I ain't wrong. Fuck's sake, you know what I mean? Shoot someone, you know? And while we was at this place in Portsmouth, we've gone to a nightclub, not realising it all shut at 2 o'clock. And we've come outside and all of our cars are fucking clamped up. There's 35 cars all clamped up. And these 2 young 18-year-olds still doing it, going, another 12 quid for me, another 12 quid for me, right? So, like, because we're all fucking got guns down here and all that, a couple of the stupid people actually brought them out with us in the evening, and I think that's atrocious. And the only reason I done it is because everyone else was, and I didn't want you to feel left out, right? And so the young kid's working away, and this fucking geezer comes up and gets a big automatic, albeit fucking fake, and went, take it off. The fucking kid's going, and that one, and that one, and that one. Right, so he's fucking taking all these things, going, I'm really, really sorry, mate, I'm really, really sorry, mate. We're all laughing, going, fucking take that, you silly little pompey cunt. Right, so we gets back, all gets in our car, goes back to the hotel. 6 o'clock in the morning, all our fucking houses get raided at home. But we're all at the hotel, so the old woman are getting a bit of it. Fucking serves her right. All ringing up, going, what the fucking hell's happening? You've got a police kicking the door down. Right? But I've got to tell you one little comment. I was having a party in the suite in the hotel, right? And these hotel people were really, really funny. They'd never seen anything like it. 6 foot fucking geezers walking around, bullet holes, bulletproof vests, and guns over their shoulder going, where's the canteen? Right? Anyway, we're all fucking having a little party. And I've got one geezer going around called Eddie. He's about 6'2", smothered in tattoos. At the time I'm talking about, he had pants on, flip-flops, a shoulder holster. He was whizzing. It was half 2 in the morning. Everyone had gone to bed, and he was looking for some cunt to have a chat with, like walking around the hotel corridor going... All right, so he's bumped into the night porter, a little 17-year-old kid. He's gone like, listen, you know, well, this is what happened. I comes out in the morning to go work. The manager comes over, goes, Mr. Courtney, he said, we've got a little problem. I said, what's that? He went, I know for a fact that you ain't actually, you know, your fucking bark's worse than your bite. He said, but we've got a young man in there traumatised. He said he was held at gunpoint last night by one of your friends and ordered to get a baguette. You know, I want prawn. He's going, the fridge is locked. I want fucking prawn. Right? And he wants to go to the police and go like, you know, there was a fucking 7-foot tattooed skinhead running around the hotel with a shoulder holster and flip-flops going, I want a prawn baguette. You know what I mean? Fucking old Bill and nick him for tripping. And so that was really, really funny down there. And what else was there? Go.
Dave, what happened to the Renault and the tank?
Fuck off, I'm not saying. What I've done is this. Somebody, where is he? Fucking the geezer's in here. I've got to tell you, I see an awful lot of brave things in this little criminal fucking thing. Maybe not as many as you would all like to think, but I see some brave things, right? But this geezer, that for no other reason than he's got to be the vainest cunt in the world, I said, right, I need someone to drive that car head on into this chieftain tank. All right, they weren't all going, me, I've got to tell you, all right? Because the geezer in the tank couldn't actually, he could run over this car, but as long as it went in the middle of the tracks. So I went, right, this is what you got to do. I've got to have someone drive into the tracks. And when they stop this tank, because it's 1940, it takes 3 foot to stop. So as you hit the tank, the thing goes right up to the window and stops, and then you get out. Anyone want to do the job? All right? Fucking the queue was miles long. I'll do it. Anyway, this fucking nutter who's in this room today, I've got to tell you, the bravest thing I ever see. He fucking drove head-on into a moving tank. All right, and I was like... No, is that why you asked me the question? So I'll tell your story, you cunt. But anyway, he really helped out because he got killed in my film, right? But he died so well that we killed him in another place of the film with a hood on. A professional dyer, you know, he could actually like get a new job dying all over the place. And it actually, There was Charlie Breaker. We was at the aquarium nightclub doing a shoot in the afternoon. We got 40 blokes down there, all sort of turned up at the aquarium, parked outside, walks in with guns over their shoulders, and someone has rung the police with short hair, blue eyes, and a pink suit, and said, "I've just seen Courtney and his boys fucking going down to the aquarium, and it looks like someone's going to get killed because they always had guns over their shoulder." So I've got all the cameras set on all the fire escapes, like catching them for when the police raid the place, and. My mate, Penny, he was just coming to do a bit of filming there. He rang up outside, he went, "Dave, I don't know what the fuck you're doing in there, but we've got geezers out here running around with all mattresses, like fucking red dots all over the place, helicopters, they're coming in there after you." He said, "No, I'm not coming in. So, like, you know, do what you got to do." I went, "Fucking excellent." I'm going, "Listen, everyone, this is going to be a raid. All right? And we're going to catch it on telly and have it prime time, 6 o'clock news for my film, free. And the police, being the obliging dickheads they are, come fucking straight in on cue, call them on camera, and if you ain't laughing at one of my jokes, love, I'll beat you up." And that was our first fucking advert, and we've actually nicked bits of publicity from all different little methods. Now, the police, when you're making a film, there's so much fucking red tape, if you want. I mean, you can do it properly, and you can take out the insurances and go and hire a professional stuntman. I don't know what the fuck a professional stuntman would have charged me to drive head on into a tank, and what insurances he wanted, right? He got a cup of coffee and a bacon fucking roll, mate. Right?
I want to know, if this film becomes successful, will you be making any more?
Yeah, actually, what's happened is this: it's going to be successful. I hope it's dead. Right? The film's already successful, baby. It is actually a phenomenon waiting to happen. It's been on the front pages of all the papers in the continent. Everyone in America's going fucking mental about it. It's so realistic, it's like a docu-film. Right? And they've already offered me $1.5 million to make Hell to Pay 2. And I'm thinking, fucking hell, I can't actually make Hell to Pay 2 because I've killed everyone. I've killed everyone off in it, right? And to make it as good as I wanted it to, I'd want most of these people back in it. So what I'm doing is it's fucking gorgeous. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, even the wives have got to forgive their husbands for looking at her bum. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to do something called a prequel, which is the year before that, right? What led up to that. So we're all going to go and make another film. And I've learned to make it on a fucking tenner, let alone $1.5 million. Right? You know, how they value a film is they freeze frame it. Say one frame of our film is 300 people dancing away in the ministry, and I go up and say hello to Fabio and Groove Rider, the DJs. They freeze frame that, they say, right, that scene cost. Right. We done the mash. We done the monster mash. I was working in the lab. Sorry about that. The hand. And, like, you know, they would work it out and they would go, well, the hire of the ministry come to 100G, 300 people's fucking day's wages come to 100 odd fucking grand each, the makeup, the costume for that, the 2-star DJs cost that much, you know, the fucking cameramen, and they'd work it out, £350,000, that scene. Then we go to the next scene. That scene cost me nish. I rung the club and went, filming it tomorrow. Sweet, Dave. Rung up 300 of my mates. You want to be in my film? Yeah, wear a nice suit, cunt. All right, bring a sandwich or you'll starve. Fabio and Groove Rider, how much you want to give me and I'll let you be in the film? All right, walk one, and all that. So there was my scene. They looked at it, went, well, it's a £350,000 scene. 300 people dancing, cost me that. All right? And if you honestly believe that I really did buy the Rolls Royce and the Mercedes that I blew up, I've retired, I'm an author. Yes, I did. I spent £10,000 on a Mercedes and blew it up. But all of the cars I blew up, strangely, had a quarter light broke. I couldn't fucking believe it. All right? Almost as if they were stolen.
Dave, we've got a question. Question from Al and Don. We know you've been in some frightening situations, and I'm sure you have been. What's the most frightening situation you've ever been in? Can you tell us?
Crawling through my loft to put the telly aerial out and coming face to face with a very, very large 8-legged fucking something that Spielberg should have made a fucking film of. It was actually standing on 4 legs, and with the other 4 legs it was going, come on, wanker, come on. That is the truth. I threw an old football boot at this spider and it threw it back at me, caught me in the eye. His name was Terry, he said. All right, spiders, I'm afraid, fucking do it for me. Just like, you know, if you live in Hampstead, right, black guys fucking intimidate you because you just don't see them in Hampstead. Oh, wagwan. Chun, back to the yard. Right, and if you live in Brixton, black guys don't frighten you. And if you live on a farm, you wouldn't be frightened of spiders. But fuck knows where I lived. I'm absolutely terrified of spiders. They make me feel sick. I can't even pick it up. I can't even. It's like, right, it's fucking awful. That was the most terrifying experience of my life. Apart from that, Jay Pole told me off once about 3 months ago. That was another trip down to Marks and Spencer's. New Y-fronts, please. New Y-front. What?
How did you lose the bike in Cairns?
Oh, let's all laugh at me losing a Harley, eh? Oh, listen, this will crack you up. I lost an Harley Davidson for 19 grand and it weren't mine. It weren't insured because it was in France and I got to pay for it. It was at Café de Paris, right? Proper fucking lagging. We went to see Gangster Number 1, right? And Dave Thurston went in, so we went to see Gangster Number 2. Right? We went to see Gangster Number 1, and then it was going on for Your Eyes Only, I think. And none of us fucking knew where it was. So proper pissed. And I wasn't seeing double, I just wasn't seeing. Fucking all blue and left. What the fuck's happening here? And he got on the back of my motorbike, no crash helmet, hugged me with his legs. He's a big fucking strong geezer and he's got his arms right round me and I think I got from here to the club in one breath because I couldn't suck in. He's going, I'm hanging on, Dave. I'm trying to turn the steering wheel. And you got big cocks, you pushed that right in me, you know? I remember that. And I drove 30 miles with him in the pissing down the rain out of our edge on an Harley Davidson with that man there. And I'm very proud to say we got there alive, didn't we? Skint, but alive. Oh, listen, Tenerife, get this one, right? I went to Tenerife last year and I took 150 of my mates with me. Right, half of them are in here, right? And the customs geezer said to us as we was entering it, he went, Mr. Courtney said, you do realise that people fucking invaded countries will listen to this, right? And not one geezer in the whole week, while 150 of us were walking along the prom, went, timeshare, mate? Not one cunt said, you wonder about a watch? Fuck all, right? You know, normally in Tenerife, you are looking for a space just to put a fucking baby nappy, right? We was walking down the fucking seafront, me, kids, pushchair, and 150 bodybuilders. I mean, at their head, which was a touch. Right? We fucking found loads of space, mate. Right? We had fucking whole beaches. The actual drug dealers rung us up. This is a true story, right? The actual drug dealers rung us up. I said, Mr. Courtney. I said, yeah. He said, you don't know me. He went, but I need to know when you're actually going home, if that's at all possible. I said, why's that? Was there a problem? He went, oh, yeah, there is really. He said, because, like, you know, we're fucking going skint, mate. Kids are fucking starving. He said, there's no cunt going to go out in the Veronica Strip with a fucking pocket full of Charlie with your mates. You know, have you got any Charlie, mate? Yeah, give me it. Cunt.
Tell us about the time you blew Joe's car up.
I said sorry though, didn't I? I borrowed. Listen, it's just imagine. It's like borrowing God's chariot and the wheel falls off. You know what I mean? How'd you go like God? No. I borrowed Joe's car to go and see someone up in Derby, and we're fucking flying up there. Lee was driving. It was nothing to do with me, and he never checked the oil. And I don't agree with grass in Lee, but, you know, I'm not trying to cause any trouble. It's absolutely fuck all doing me, Joe. And I know his address later. So we're flying up to fucking Derby. We get up there. I'd been up the night before, so I fucking took another couple of grams of whiz, or someone spiked me with it. And if I find out who did spike me with that whiz, I will give them a tenner and move in with them, because it was fucking wicked. Right? And so by the time I get to this prison visit, the poor fucking cow didn't stand a chance. Hey, going all right? You know, fucking telling jokes and all that. And so we come out. And we're in Derby, and I was actually running for Lord Mayor at the time, which was very surprising because I don't run no fucking where. I'll get cabs. And all I had in the car was 20,000 vote Dave Courtney for Lord Mayor stickers, 1 box of Dave Courtney books, and an assortment of knuckle dusters, gas, and fucking bits and pieces. So we broke down. I'm doing about 100. Lee was doing about. Lee was. I didn't even want to get in the car, funny enough. I said, Lee, stop it, slow down. He went, fuck, Joe. Couldn't believe it. He's got loads of cars, fucking loads of money. So, like, he's flying down the motorway. I'm saying, slow down, like you do, in Joe's car. and I was using the ashtray and everything. Lee wasn't, and I'm doing about 110 mile an hour, and the fucking thing went bang. Not the conrod came through the side of the engine. The conrod came through the side of the engine, the wing, and fucking flew into the fucking, like the bank. I'm going, got a proper problem here, Lee. You know what I mean? Goggles on, we're going in hard. So I thought, well, I can't see a garage, but we've got such a good roll on us at 90 mile an hour. I thought, fuck it. You know, put it in neutral. I was still overtaking people. Fucking engine was fucked. A bit flashing them and all that. They're going, isn't that quiet for a Vauxhall? Huh? And Lee going, fucking hell. Anyway, a garage comes into sight. This is the God's honest truth. I know it might sound like unbelievable, but a spaceship came down and took us away. So we rolls into this garage, parks right in front of this garage. So he actually thinks we've drove there, pulled up in front of this like little workshop. Got out. All right. Recognise me? Lenny McLean. So we're in this garage, and he went like, you know, well, could you have a look at the car? Have you got anything here for sale? We went, no. He said, it's just a petrol pump. I said, I've got that car there. He went, but it's my own motor. I bought it off a punter last week. I was having a look, he went, fucking hell, the engine's proper fuck, mate. By the time he's got to that, I've somehow mangled to get out that I was running for Lord Mayor. Here's my book, my name's Dave Courtney, and you know, would you like me to sign a poster for your kids? You want me to sign your kids? Fucking, I'll eat your kids, fuck it. So he's now going, okay, and I ain't told him I've got no money on me. I said, how much do you want for that cash? How much for that? Well, I can't really sell it, Dave. That's how I'm getting home. I went, listen, fuck me. I'm fucking 200 miles away from home. I can't knock you. I'm running for Lord Mayor, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not going to pay you. I'm going to be the next Lord Mayor. Just go, Dave, where's the money for the Renault? Now you got a Rolls Royce and a cat and a chain and all that. And so he's done this deal, and I'm fucking sitting there loading up the Renault. Oh, you want the glory of that as well? So he wasn't driving. No, Lee wasn't driving, I was driving. He was loading, and I was watching, yeah? Fuck off. Anyway, after Lee had fucking broke the boss's fucking car, skived out of fucking loading all my vote day for Lord Mayor flyers into the thing, he'd ended up with a couple of them, this geezer owned the garage, and he went, right, you know, I've loaded all the car up, we took the radio out and all that, and he went, well, that's £1,000. I said, right, splendid. I said, what you got to do is this. When you drop this broken car to my house, I'll take this car, right, I owe you £1,000. I ain't going to knock you. I'm fucking Lord Mayor, you fool. Look at me. Trust me, I'm Lord Mayor. And so he let me drive out of his... And we just looked at each other. It was like fucking falling in love, wasn't it? We drove out of his... I thought, I can't believe I've done it. 20 minutes later, with a brand new car, full of petrol, 20 pence, and all the Lord Mayor flyer stickers intact. And we drove out and got onto the motorway, and he went to me, you cunt. That was funny, wasn't it? That was really, really funny.
Can you tell me when your new film's coming out of London, please? And where did you buy your nice pink suit?
Cancer Rich. I made it, baby. Should have seen it when it was a curtain. I've actually been wearing the pelmet all day as a hat. And pull cords and one leg comes up and all that. I actually took Terry Turbo to a suit shop because he liked all my suits. And I went, well, he's got that one. He went, how much? 800 quid. He went, fuck that, I ain't having it. So what about that one? He said, 600 quid. He went, I can't fucking afford that either. So what about that one? He said, that's 400 quid. He said, I can't fucking afford that, Dave. So he said to the manager, excuse me, he said, would you just show me the cheapest suit in the shop? He got Terry a mirror. He actually walks into a shop, he went, you got anything to fit me? And the governor went, if we have, the fucking tailor's sacked. I ain't joking, Terry, I love you. I think your body perfect. Who watches all the best programmes? Right, did anyone see Trisha the other day? Yeah. Ain't she a nice woman? What a lovely woman, like fair. I mean, she proper steamed into me the other day. She actually grabbed hold of my missus on telly and went, how can you live with a murderer? Why do you live with that man? Well, I'm thinking, that's a fucking proper question, isn't it? I'm trying to think of an answer, but my missus went, because he's a good shag. And that actually, like, diffused the situation. Listen, the fact that she lied has got nothing to do with it. Right? Yeah, that Trisha, I don't know if anyone really likes her, right? But she's a cunt. .com, quote, I'm telling you, Trisha is fucking horrible, right? Really, really horrible. And, like, she pretends to be like, I'm really not black at all. Has anyone got any jelly deals? Right? Right, but she fucking turned black on me on that programme, and I know black, and she was like, and all that bollocks, right? I wanted to, not that I'm violent, but I could definitely kick her up the cunt. Tricia is a spiteful, nasty fucking lady. Right, and I hope this gets made public because I'm coming for you, Trish. And what's happening now is this. Every fucking Tom, Dick and Harry's ringing Dave Courtney because they're going, well, actually, whether I actually want to be or not, right, and I am not, but I am looked at as maybe a voice piece for naughty people. Right? Maybe it's because I'm a little bit, I don't actually sit here and go, do him, kill him, let's fucking, you know, fuck it, have another line. And it'll all get better in the morning. Because I don't do that, they're actually finding me what I've got to say fucking interesting. Now, the press will actually, you know, fucking condemn me for all these things like, you know, glamorising crime and all that bollocks. But if there is 1 million people out there that want to read my book, am I wrong writing the fucking thing? You know what I mean? Like supply and demand. And at the moment, I'm getting more than my fair share of people going, do you want to be on this chat show? Do you want to be... Tell me what the Krays were like. The fuck do I know? You know what I mean? I was fucking in a Silver Cross pram with a Farley's Rusk, for fuck's sake. Right, when I was out robbing. But I don't know any of that. Like, you know, like, what was it like in the 60s? Right? I don't know, I was 4. You know what I mean? How hip can it be at 4? Right? You know what I mean? Even the Rusk were too big. Right? I nearly smoked the fucking thing then. Anyway, that's drugs for you. What else you want to know? The early days of raving, I can't really remember a lot of them, babe. But I fucking come home with some proper moves. Right? What? Anyway, back on to something else. I don't always get it right.
Please, you've got to tell them exactly like it is about that wall that you got wrong.
Oh, I'll tell you a funny story. It's got absolutely nothing to do with anything, but talk about get it wrong. Talk about get it wrong. Listen to this. I went downstairs with a mate of mine down in Hastings.
I'll hold the mic, because sometimes you leave bits out, so I'll remind you of the bits you're going to lift out. No, because it is really funny.
Welcome to my joint show with me and my wife.
Babe, we're going to tell it like it is.
Anyway, this geezer's got a wall. This geezer's got a wall. All right, shut the fuck up, all right? This geezer's got a wall. I'm telling you, it's that long and it's skinny. And because he's had it all his life, when he talks to you, he plays with it like that, all right? And you can't help but keep looking at the wall, and then you feel guilty if you look at it and go, and then smile and go, oh, he thinks I'm laughing at it. You don't know what I'm doing. I went, why don't you fucking pull the thing off? He went, oh no, he said, it's a mole, you bleed to death. When you stupid cunt, people get run over and lose their leg and get to hospital. Right, go stand outside the hospital, pull it off and run in and go, stop me dying. You know, like, fucking just get rid of that fucking thing growing out, you know, any bigger, you need a balaclava on the cunt. Right? And it was fucking unsightly. And I said, right, I'm down here for 3 days, right, and I meant it as I truly meant it from my heart as a favour. Right, truthfully, I went, in the next 3 days, you ain't going to be fucking on the ball all the time. I will pull that off. You will not bleed to death. You'll hate me for a minute, and the next day you'll go, thanks, Dave. Big mistake, big mistake. Anyway, so like, every time I went near this geezer, because it was fresh on his mind, I could see him going, right. So a couple of days went past. We're in a club called Saturdays on Hastings High Street, and he's sitting on his chair like that with his back going over the dance floor, and I thought, got ya. So I'm ready now. Got the old fucking things ready like that. Got my hand open, flushed like that. And as I went up to him, I went, and it just ripped. It went, still connected, that long with a vein in it. I went like, oh, fucking hell. You know what I mean? He's fucking screaming, blood coming out everywhere. I'm saying like, sorry, what's your name? Did you spill your drink and all that? It's sort of fucking, you know, it's like a root and all that, and it's come out to here. He's screaming, there's all blood everywhere. And I genuinely meant it, I was sorry. And so, like, he started fucking, what? Yeah, and years later, he still don't actually say thank you. Because now he's actually got, like, a big red scar there, right, down here. It isn't a wart, but he looks like a tasty cunt where the fuck someone's actually cut his throat. Right? It's actually changed his life. It's not a dickhead with a wart, it's a geezer with a scar. 2 fucking different things, you understand what I mean? And he still don't say thank you. Right? And I don't know what happened to the wart. I think it lived happily ever after. It turned into a mountain. What else you want to know?
Dave.
Yeah?
Got a question.
Phoenix from Manchester.
Yeah.
Dave.
Go, yeah, fucking hell, it's doing like tennis.
Listen,
Dad's in Manchester. What's that? Manchester Phillies.
Oh, yeah, listen, I went to Cherry to Manchester, right, and some bastard, right, in this fucking transit van that was driving to Manchester to the GMEX Centre, which was 12,000 people, proper having it large, someone spiked us in the van. I couldn't fucking believe it. By the time I got there, we're all out of our fucking tree, having, I think we bought the 2,000 Super Soakers from the garage, didn't we, Tell? Filled it up with milkshake, was that the day? Yeah, and he bought a firework in this fucking garage. I'm telling you, it was the bollocks. It was a triangle, it was about as big as that, and if you lit it, it would go to the moon. It is fucking massive. It's as big as that. It had the touch paper was on it, and it had from this bit here, you've got 15 seconds. I don't know what that bit here, but from here, you've got 15 seconds. So he goes into the hotel. There's all fucking ravers in this posh hotel. We're all ringing up at 3 in the morning with the munchies going, "Can I have minted lamb?" A few fucking, Yorkshire pudding. They go, "No, no food, no food." I went, "Well, you didn't say that on the catalogue," because I wanted to get an hotel where they went, "No." So the foyer of this hotel was beautiful. Fucking chandeliers. It was beautiful. Big like carpet. You ever seen carpet? We got lino where we live. You know what I mean? Got red lino, so like posh people. And what he done is and the lift opened out into this foyer, and he put this firework. Terry did. I never. I had nothing to do with it. I lit it. And we tested the lift up and down, how long it took to actually get into the foyer, lit this fucking firework, and sent the lift down. It opened up into this big fucking banquet hall. The door opened, and out come this fucking Catherine wheel, mate. It was fucking wicked. All the alarms went off, all the sprinklers went off. They was like running around evacuating people, right? What?
Two books, you've done 2 books. Right, hello, so you've done 2 books, right? You've been the subject of an art exhibition. You've been in a film which you wrote, scripted, starred in, and did everything, blagged the whole bloody thing yourself.
I'm a flash cunt.
Right? And you've done your music bit, the spiel with Tricky, your own little numbers that you've done with Jenny and all the raves and everything else, you've got records out. What next? Really, come on, what next? Fuck Hollywood, what next? What are you really planning to do? Another film ain't going to do nothing.
I want to have my own ice cream van. With that Popeye thing, and all that, just go around London at night, giving away 99s, I don't know. The fucking world's a limit for me now, right? Hollywood, I'm looking at buying my own island, beating up Bruce Willis just because I'm bigger than him, and fucking play this then. I'm not joking. Vinnie Jones, let me explain a certain situation first, right? Vinnie Jones has been trying to be famous all his fucking life. I will show you 50 videos of Vinnie Jones, but they're on Grandstand. And he talks different. Now he's made one film and you talk to him, he's fucking like that. I mean, he's now smoking cigars. He's never smoked a fucking cigar in his life. He's a footballer. All right? He ain't got famous. Big Chris got famous, right? And when the film finished, that prick carried on being Big Chris. All right? Just carried on playing a part. And you can fool the rest of the world if you've got nothing to compare it with, that I am a gangster. All right? He's not actually a hard man gone in to be an actor. He's an hard footballer. He's kicked a few people in the shins, grabbed Gaz's nuts, called the referee a cunt, been fucking banned for fucking swearing, and had a little tussle in the tunnel on the way up there. But he ain't a gangster, he ain't shot anyone, robbed anything, been to prison, done this, he isn't what he's portraying to be. And if you haven't got anything to compare it with, you can be fooled by the article, right? Like, if the rest of the world thought that Rocky was a fucking good film. But if you showed Muhammad Ali the film Rocky, he would have gone, keck. Right? The rest of the world will think Lock, Stock is a good film. But if you show a gangster it, he'll go, entertainment value good, but people don't really walk around fucking Peckham High Street with 2 fucking shotguns over the shoulder. Right? Running in and out of pubs, setting people alight and fucking shooting off Bren guns and all that. It don't really happen. I've lived there for years, it don't. And but for entertainment value, because people ain't in that world, they will think it's all true. Is that what it's like? Do you really got a submachine gun and the girl killed the drug dealer? It's not like that. And where Vinny's concerned, right, not me actually slagging him off, just facts speak for itself. The only thing you've got going for you in America as an English person is your accent, right? They absolutely spunk over your accent. They think it's the absolute bollocks, right? So he goes to Hollywood to make his new film, the new English actor with a wicked accent. And what part did he get? In Gone in 60 Seconds? A mute, right? I ain't saying fuck all. Right, you must fucking work that one out for yourself, right? The best thing you've got going for you is your accent in America, Vinny. In this film, you're on mute. No, fucking hell, stop it. And he's walking around fucking London nightclubs now going, Dave Courtney's not in here, is he? All right, and they're going, yeah, he is. Just to fuck him off and ringing me up and going, listen, the cunt. All right? And if he portrayed Dave Courtney in Lock Stock, I think it was a very bad portrayal. I don't actually think he was playing me. I think he was just nicking a couple of stories that I'd actually genuinely done in my life. The one with the sunbed and the 2 shotgun things. That was a bit of a mutilation of one of my stories. I bought 2 shotguns over the phone. They were Purdy's. I didn't know. I bought them off a prick, and he didn't know. I bought them both for 300 quid. I sent them straight to a place in Staines and had them sawed up, and I fucking turned 250 grand worth of shotgun into 300 quid. He then came back with 2 sawn off, the 2 bits of barrel, and like, now it's worth 1.5, and it was worth 150 grand in the afternoon. Because I'm a clever cunt. I'm just clever, you know what I mean? Proper business-minded. All right? And that was the story, and it got changed to Vinnie Jones. Now, you don't know me from fucking Adam, all right? Because my name's not Adam. All right? You don't know me, but that little bit of Lock Stock that you were seeing, he did not actually, if he was trying to portray Dave Courtney, he did not play a good Dave Courtney. You understand what I mean? I've got more personality in one of my fucking farts than he has, and I do not have to do that to make you think I'm hard, right? A genuine hard person can be just sort of smiling away like that, and other people look at him and go, you could rip my head off, couldn't you? Right? You know, you don't have to do that to look hard. You actually turn up and go, listen, you owe me some money, mate. You don't have to go, right, you owe me some money, you know. You could go like, you owe me some money. If you wanted. I just made that bit up there to drag it on a little bit, right? What I want to do now is this. I have to, yes, babe. The funniest thing I've had to do to save face. I've been to a few fetish parties, babe, and I've had to do some fucking weirdo things. I'm telling you, you know. I was once the gimp in Pulp Fiction. You know, I fucked Marcella Wallace. Sorry. What? Shut up, babe. Right, listen, I want to do something. I want to explain something to you. I want to explain the importance of this. The knuckle duster, right? I personally think that is the most fucking beautiful, life-saving, clever piece of fucking machinery there is, right? That goes along with, importance-wise, with, like, the invention of the wheel, fire, electricity, and the knuckle duster. Right, all hell, thank you, God. Because once you put that on, it is a proper fucking equaliser. And if you choose the wrong weapon to fucking take out into the street, and I'm afraid an awful lot of people do fucking tool up before they go out, some of them legally, some of them not. The police put on gas, fucking handcuffs, big bits of wood and all things like that. Some of them drive around with guns. Prison wardens fucking get lumps of wood and all that. And some fucking gangsters and doormen get tooled up to do their bit of work. It might not be palatable to you that they do it, but I'm afraid they fucking do. And with the array of fucking weapons that are out in the fucking street at the moment, with electric cattle prods, gas, fucking acid, knives, guns, fucking swords, and fuck knows what else, I think that is the weakest and the smallest of the lot. And the reason I would preach the use of this. I would preach the use of this. This is why, right? Once you've got that on, you are almost invincible in a fight. Because as long as you can throw one punch that way, you're going to win it. Right, if he goes like that, you break his arm. If you get him anywhere around here, it breaks that. If he goes like that, it'll break his rib. And I'll fight any cunt in the world and get one punch in, I promise. And if you chose to carry a knife as your chosen weapon to walk around the street with, right, fuck the fucking situation that you're waiting for when you pull this knife and save your life, right? Fuck that. Every time you walk out the front door with a knife in your pocket, you're risking getting 15 to 20 years. Because if you drove down the road and bumped into a geezer's bumper and it was his new fucking car and he hopped out of his car, come round, fucking ripped your door out and started punching fuck at you, you would go, no fucking questions, and do 15 years because you hit his bumper. If you run over a fucking geezer's foot in Sainsbury's and went over his corn and he went, you cunt, and started whacking your handy head with a bit of meat, like you was losing, you would go, and do 15 years. So don't fucking carry it. And because life is a form of habits, if you've had a load of your youth carrying it as you walked out the door, I'll take the chiv. I'll take the chiv. It's a fucking hard thing to knock. It's like, I won't take heroin no more, right? Going out without a tool when you normally are tooled up is like going out with like a broken ankle. You know, you ain't really firing on all 4 cylinders. And I feel sorry for people that have got into the habit of carrying a blade, because every time in every confrontation you have, you risk getting 15 years. Now me, being cleverer than most, sorry, all right? The worst that can happen is this. Whack, he will get a broken jaw. I will win. If I got caught, I'd get 3 years. I'll do 3 years. All right? But I'd rather do that, whack, than that. All right? And once you've been to prison, you'll see how many of these people that's got murderer over their tag are actually fucking murderers, right? Out of 50 murderers, you might only have 5 murderers. The other 45 people just happen to actually murder someone, but they're not murderers. They just chose the wrong fucking weapon. You understand what I mean by that? Has that come out how I meant it to? Yeah? Right, well, don't carry knives. Plus, it makes all your fucking cuffs dirty and bloody. Fucking not a nice thing. Having a gun in your house, that's fucking pathetic. Because as soon as anyone has a fight with you or you're rowing and you lose a punch up with a geezer next door, if you have got a fucking Magnum under the mattress, you would run upstairs, get in, and go, you can't bang. Fucking I'm doing 20 years because he borrowed my lawnmower. You understand what I mean? But don't have it indoors. Bury it somewhere in the field. The chances of having a fight right where the gun's buried is slim. You know what I mean? And I'd rather employ someone with a gun than have my own. And luckily enough, I have fucking fighter factories full of them. This is what an hard man is today. An hard man today is this. Who has ever got the most telephone numbers in their fighter facts, that's the governor. All right, fuck how many press-ups and sit-ups you can do, how many fights you've had and not lost one. Fuck all that. It's how many numbers. If you can beat me up, you can't. But if you could beat me up, all right, but I could actually ring someone up and get you shot, I'm better than you and I. Even though you can beat me up, I go, fucking, I wouldn't even hit him back. Kev, get that black crash helmet out. All right, if I've actually got the number to do that, I'm better than I. Do you understand what I mean? And my filer factory is that fucking big. With gardeners and greengrocers and all that. All right, listen, thank you very much. I've loved being here, right? It's a proper little buzz, all this. It's all still really new for me, signing autographs and everyone going clapping and all that, right? It is new for me. It is, honestly, it's still like, yeah, right? And in the front room, I'm still doing a gangster bit with the boys, but I do go into the kitchen with my missus and go, ah! You know what I mean? Thank you very much. Ta-ra.
Dave Courtney, everyone.